First up, we get you breaking news coming in now. According to sources who tell India Today that the final message of AI-171 pilot before the crash was thrust not achieved, falling, Mayday. These were the three messages that the pilot sent out to the ATC. And I repeat myself here, thrust not achieved, falling, Mayday. This as per sources to India Today saying the communication line during this transmission was very weak. I want to cut across to Ahmedabad for further details on those last words of the pilot to the ATC, and do they probably confirm one of the theories that aviation experts have been pushing out of the flaps not going up to the required level and how thrust was not achieved, because that is also what the pilot said.
Suresha, what sources have told us is that the final word from the pilot of the AI-171 was thrust not achieved, after which the second communication came falling, and eventually the Mayday was called. In fact, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has already confirmed today in the press conference as well that pilot had called for Mayday, and all of this happened within the span of 2 minutes. In fact, after that call of Mayday, the ATC had tried to establish contact with the pilot. That did not happen. And, a few seconds later, Ahmedabad sky was witnessing a ball of fire, which meant that AI-171 had crashed at BJ Medical College Hostel. So the last word, as per our sources, that was communicated from the AI-171 crew or the pilot was thrust not achieved, which means thrust is required to take elevation of any flight. So if the moment when you take off, a flight is, in the takeoff process, thrust is required. That thrust which comes from the engine, it provides elevation to the flight and takeoff becomes successful. In this case, we have seen those visuals as well. Moments after the flight took off from Ahmedabad airport, the AI-171 is not getting the required elevation and eventually crashes at BJ Medical College Hostel. Now, the sources are telling us the last communication from AI pilot on that day was thrust not achieved, falling, and Mayday. And during this transmission as well, the communication line was weak, and the ATC did try to reach out to the pilot. However, there was no response, and eventually after a few seconds maybe, we saw that tragic incident of AI-171 falling down, crashing at the BJ Medical College Hospital. Back to you.
Amit, many thanks for getting us those details. Of course, we await what the probe report says, the recovery of the black box of the DVR, and what experts finally come down to what caused the crash. But this certainly hinting at what may have gone wrong in those last few minutes.